Also, in fact, during the phone conversation that took place yesterday, the President of the United States indeed said that he had no information about the preparation of this terrorist attack by the Kiev regime. But speaking more broadly regarding international assessment, of course, we would prefer to hear a strong condemnation, at the very least, of this terrorist act. Is the Kremlin considering suspending negotiations with Ukraine in the event of further terrorist attacks, especially those targeting civilian infrastructure by Kiev? The fact that the Kiev regime has taken on all the characteristics of a terrorist regime cannot be ignored going forward, and it will be taken into account. But you know that at yesterday's meeting, our foreign minister expressed the view that despite this, working-level contacts must continue. And this view was supported by the head of state. It was stated and emphasized how important President Vladimir Putin's remarks yesterday were, namely, that the decisions to launch attacks in the Kursk and Bryansk regions were made at the political level. So, is it clear at what level those decisions were made? Was it Zelensky? Without a doubt, decisions of this nature cannot be made without the highest political level being involved. This is obvious, and there is hardly any room for doubt here. As for a meeting, no agreement was reached, because both heads of state share the understanding that such a meeting is necessary. But it must be properly prepared and supported by meaningful outcomes, so that those results can then be formalized at the highest level. That's the first point. Overall, without a doubt, the conversation was constructive and necessary. The presidents indeed discussed many substantive and important issues. Did President Putin really speak about a response to the airbase attacks, as Trump mentioned in his speech? Yes, he did. As for what that response to the strikes on airbases might be and when it might occur, it will happen in the manner and at the time that our military considers appropriate. Did Trump talk about the U.S. possibly introducing new sanctions? No, the topic of sanctions was not raised at all. We have close partnership relations with Tehran, and of course, President Putin spoke of our readiness to make use of this level of partnership with Tehran in order to contribute and play our part in the negotiations underway to resolve the Iranian nuclear issue. Trump said that Putin offered his help. Our colleagues just asked about this. So, when might Putin join the negotiations? As needed. This is a process that is happening these very days, and as necessary. You know that our dialogue with Tehran and Washington continues through various channels. So, as needed, the President and the Russian side will be ready to get involved.